happy Thursday evening. I'm really excited to teach the class tonight because it's going to be a restorative class once again against the wall. It's for deep relaxation. A lot of the things that we'll be doing will be happening towards the middle back of your mat tonight. And you're going to be having a really nice relationship with your wall tonight. I'm going to have you start to scooch your buttocks against the wall. You're going to come into that seated pose. And I really love doing this because I get to feel my back against the wall. And it helps me kind of realign my spine. It helps me with my posture, especially with seated poses. And we're going to start just bringing our hands on our knees. And once you get settled in, you can close your eyes. Go ahead and lean the back of your head towards the wall. Just gently breathe into your body. Taking in deep, calm breaths in. And as you exhale, feel the shoulders just soften down away from the ears. As your mind and body settles in, bring your awareness to the back side of your body. Start to observe the open space and the closed space from your lower back to the top of your head. Just notice how it rests against the wall. Perhaps take your awareness for a moment to the front side of your body. Start to visualize and feel the sensations of the open space before you. Just gently blink your eyes open, softly gazing before you, noticing how your body's feeling. Let's go ahead and just take a moment here. Peel your back away from the wall. You're going to lower your hands slightly before you in front of your knees. And just very gently framing the hands a little wider like mine. And we're just going to take an inhale in, reach the chest forward, slightly lengthen your spine, and just exhale down. 3, 2, 1. Nice and easy. And just as you inhale, start to round your back and roll that upper body up. We're going to repeat this motion with your breath. Take a breath in, and then exhale, flow down at 3, 2, 1. And then breathe in, start to round your back, slowly rolling your upper body up. We're going to do that one more time. Take a breath in to lengthen the spine. And exhale, hinge forward for 3, 2, 1. Take the next breath in, very gently start to roll your upper body up. Beautiful. You're gonna start to bring your hand just slightly forward at that shoulder width. I'm gonna do the same thing, but you're gonna start to crawl with the breath. Take a breath in, walk the hands one step forward. And then exhale, just relax your elbows a little bit. Just gonna take another breath in, walk with the hands perhaps 1 centimeter or 1 inch forward. And just exhale, hinge from your hip space. And the last time, start to really find your deepest expression for your own body, extending those arms forward. And you're gonna exhale, start to roll the chin down towards your chest. Hold it here for 3, for 2, for 1. We're gonna glide and roll the upper body up. Let every vertebrae of your spine just roll up against the wall, letting the back of your head just ground against the wall behind you. Feel the shoulder blades really press against the wall as well. Let the arms come out to the side. And you're gonna inhale, just circle your arms around the wall, just gliding your hands up against the wall, up towards the ceiling. And let's fold your upper body. For hinge from your hips, go ahead and lower down, reach forward, continue to lengthen the spine. And as the hands touch down to the mat, gently round into your back. Drop your chin down to your chest. And we're gonna hold it here for a good minute of silent, deep breaths. Have 3 more deep breaths here. Okay, very gently, go ahead and roll your body up again. Start to feel every vertebrae of your spine rolling up and touching the wall behind you until the back of your head just presses against the wall behind you there. Letting the hands meet back on your thighs. And then just open your eyes. Okay. At this point, I'm just going to have you stretch the legs forward. Continue to feel that lower back and your hips really pushing against the wall behind you. If you're not, go ahead and just scoot your booty back. And from here, just going to point into your toes for a moment. Let the hands just rest along the sides of the hips. Close your eyes. Take a few breaths just to stretch the tops of your feet. Okay, we're gonna open your eyes, start to flex into the feet, and now really make sure that your hips and that lower back is really rooted behind the wall behind you. You're gonna frame the hands next to your body, nice and wide, let the elbows slightly bend. And we're going to take that motion to ease into your low back. So when you take a breath in, you can lengthen your spine. As you exhale, let's go down. 3, 2, 1. Hinging forward from your hip space. And then when you inhale, you're going to gently round your back. Start to let every vertebrae of your spine reconnect to the wall behind you. And then you're going to take it into your next breath to lengthen your spine, lifting your back away from the wall. And then exhale, bend your elbows, slow, slow. Start to hinge from your hips, adjusting your hands as you need to, letting the chin come down to your chest at the very last moment. On your next breath in, then you're going to start to roll up. Easing your way, letting your hands guide back towards the hips as you start to roll the back body against the wall space. We're going to do that one more time. Go ahead and inhale, lengthen your spine, lift your back away from the wall. And then exhale, slow, slow. Start to roll forward, hinge forward, letting your chin come down to your chest at the last move. And then when you breathe in, just very slowly start to walk the hands back towards the head. Start to roll your upper body up, feeling the back body reconnect to the wall behind you. And then take a breath in. Once again, palms facing forward. We're going to glide and just circle an angel wing our hands up towards the sky. Lift your upper back away from the wall. And then exhale, let's come down for that forward fold. Allowing your chin to round down towards the chest. Close your eyes. Begin to visualize the body of your breath moving through your lower back. Well, during this time, with your eyes closed, you simply observe how you're activating your shoulders. Oftentimes, we focus on overreaching to lengthen our body, to deepen into the posture. So allow that next breath out to drop the shoulders away from your ears. Soften out your upper trap. Okay. Let's go ahead and just slowly start to roll your upper body up. Let every vertebrae on your spine start to press into the wall behind you until the back of your head also reconnects up towards the wall. There you go. Beautiful. So from here, I'm going to have you bend that left knee in. Let the sole of your left foot touch that inner right thigh. You're going to open the right leg out. At this point, I want you to just very gently start to turn and twist over to the left, just framing your hands around that left knee. Just feel a slight twist, not too much, just very gentle here. And then gently release. You're going to come back towards the center and slowly start to crawl your hands between your legs, dropping your gaze down towards the mat. Let's take 5 deep breaths. Okay, let's go ahead and walk those hands back into your body. We're going to begin our wall series. And so with this one, I'm going to have you bend the right knee. Let that right heel touch closer to your right buttocks, and that's perfectly okay. Now, at this point, I'm going to have you very gently start to move your left side of your hip towards the wall. So I'm going to start to adjust my right footing a little bit. So I'm facing the left side of my mat right now. My knees are bent like so. And I'm going to start to work into my left shoulder. So typically we open our shoulders with open wing pose on the wall, on the floor, but we're going to do this on the wall this time. So when you start to turn and twist, I want you to walk that left hand out to the left like this. And then you're going to very gently just start to roll that left shoulder against the wall. So this should be very familiar to you in the sense that we do this on the floor series, but you're actually going to focus on your attention to the upper body, lending the help of the wall to help you deepen into those shoulders. So try to, for a moment, just feel that left shoulder closing in towards the wall. Notice how my right shoulder wants to cave in. Now I want to deepen this stretch, so I'm going to start to bring my right hand against the wall as well, lifting my right elbow at the 90-degree angle. And see if you can slowly just twist and look over to my right shoulder. And at this point, you should feel that deep stretch coming into the left side of your chest, the left side of your shoulder. Just strike a balance here. Start to feel that left shoulder continuously closing in towards the wall. Lend to the help of your right hand to gently press your right fingertips away from the wall so you can slightly turn and twist so that your right chest is facing the left side of your mat. A few more breaths here. Okay, you're gonna slowly release. Start to very gently lift the left shoulder off the wall and just rise that left hand up towards the sky. And at this point, you're just gonna lower the right hand down towards the top of your mat and just reach that left arm over your left ear for that nice side body stretch to the left side. And we're gonna relax that left shoulder, so go ahead and bring it down right before you. And then very gently, let's go ahead and relax for a moment. That was really deep on your shoulder. So just come down to the forearms. If you'd like, just open the elbows out and just go ahead and just lie down and fold forward. Okay. Slowly make our way back, coming up onto your hands. So we're going to live in this kind of space for a while. So at this point, I want you to just adjust your hips back, and you're going to bring that right knee facing the top of your mat. I want to start to move my left foot away from my right thigh. My right foot is going to come slightly away from my right buttocks as well. So if I kind of look between my legs right now, I can either see a slight opening or a square shape. At this point, we're going to work in towards the hips. So you're leaning the back of your body against the wall. I'm going to do a little hip mobility before we come into a nice, deep, yummy yin restorative stretch. So from here, I want you to go ahead and just frame your hands around that right thigh. And all you're going to do is inhale, lift the right knee up. Exhale, let the right knee roll down. You're going to feel that nice pinch to the outside of your right hip, perhaps inner hip. And then just exhale down. We're doing only 5 total. So going through another third one. And then exhale. 2 more. And then exhale down. The key here is to keep that other knee down. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. There you go. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and start to walk your hands at a 45-degree angle. So I'm looking at the left corner of my mat at this point. I'm angling down. And you're going to slow feel out where your body is. Start to hinge forward. You want to fold your chest over towards that left foot. Hinge maybe another step down. Another step down. Notice how you feel for 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and round your back and release. So your option 1 is to continue to kind of start flowing your body in this way where you're just going to frame your hands out, bend your elbows, and only lower down to as much as you can for your hip space. Option 2, if you like, you can come down to the forearms. Option 3, you can go ahead and just stretch your hands towards that left top corner. And if you choose to do this and you want to go even deeper to the outer left glute, you're going to want to walk your hands towards the top of your mat and notice how that changes the deepening of your outer hip. Okay, let's very gently start to rise your body up. So a lot of our poses in this very beginning isn't quite the restorative 10-minute elongation. These are a little bit more active stretches. I want you to kind of really open into your body first, and then we're going to let the wall do all the work for you in a bit. So you're going to let the knees come back towards the center. Stretch the legs out. Let your heels and let your buttocks touch the wall again. Flex into your feet. And once again, go ahead. Just start to crawl your hands forward. Go slow. If you're tight in the hamstrings, go ahead and micro bend your knees. Softly coming down to the forearms. And just focus on rounding your back. Allowing your chin to drop down towards your chest. And just stay here. Breathing into your body. Good. Let's go ahead and gently start to roll and lift and bring your body back up. Start to bring that right foot into your inner left thigh. And we're going to start to balance out our body on the other side. So I'm going to frame my hands around my right knee and just very gently turn and twist to the right. It's not too deep of a twist yet. Just want you to kind of feel the release of your low back. For another 3, 2, 1. We're going to gently bring your hands back forward. Start to crawl your hands towards the top of your mat. One of the things I love when I'm starting these warm-up postures is that I never try to go down to my complete expression of the posture. I like to kind of focus a little bit more to my low backs. So instead of reaching my entire body towards the top of my mat, I might actually withdraw my hands and my elbows in. This way I can take the focus on nourishing my lower back after days of work or a day of gardening or a day of just sitting. This feels really good to release. Okay. Let's go ahead and just draw your hands back in. You're going to take this time to bend into your left knee. We're going to start to adjust your right side of your hip against the wall. So go ahead and take this time to kind of modify your positioning so that your chest is facing the right side of your mat. Your left heel is bent, so it's closer towards your left buttocks. My right foot's in front of my left thigh. And we're going to take this time to start to open into that right shoulder. So this is one of the wall yoga poses that I did when I was coming back for shoulder mobility. When we start to do open wing pose on the floor, that was a lot of gravity just weighing down. So when I'm on the wall like this, I have more control as how deep I want to go without having the weight of gravity pressing into my shoulder or the weight of my body weight pushing into my shoulder. So let's go ahead and try it out on this side. Go ahead and just walk that right hand behind you. Make sure your right palm's actually touching the wall behind you. Now at this point, some people might already feel the stretch depending on how tight those pecs are. And if you are super tight, go ahead and just take your time working that right shoulder closer towards the right wall. If you need to adjust the right side of your hip a little closer to the wall to make that happen, you can. But don't force yourself. You don't want to feel pain. You just want to feel that nice opening into the shoulder and chest here. If you like to use the help of your left hand, this is the time to press your left fingertips into the wall. And you want to push your fingertips away from the wall. Start to feel your chest instead of gluing it towards the wall. Start to peel the left side of your chest away from the wall. So if you were to look to the right side of your mat, you're noticing that your chest is facing that side. And you can turn and drop your chin towards the left shoulder. I'm going to hold it here. Count 7 deep breaths. Okay, we're going to gently release. If you use your left hand, let the left arm come down. Very slowly move your right hand up against the wall. Reach that right hand up towards the ceiling. It's pretty sore at this point. Let the left hand come towards the top of your mat, to the left side of your body. You're just going to bend that left elbow. Let the right arm stretch towards the top of your mat. You can feel that opening to the right side of your rib cage here. And then very gently, just let the right arm drop down towards the mat. Take some time to ease into the low back. Let the let shoulder relax. Come down to your forearms. And just fold forward. If you need space for your chest, I encourage you to let the elbows roll out to the side. Let your head roll down. Okay. Start to lift your upper body up. We're going to come into one more active stretch before we come into our passive series tonight. You're going to bring your back against the wall. Keep the knees bent. Let the knees still drop over to the right. And at this point, my left knee is pointing towards the top of my mat. I'm trying to scooch my buttocks and my lower back against the wall, so I'm sitting straight. I'm going to start to walk my left heel slightly away from my buttocks. So when I look at my left knee, I can see a either 45-degree angle or 90-degree angle. I want to walk that right foot simultaneously away from my left thigh, flexing into both my feet so I'm protecting my knee joints. And from here, let's start to bring that mobility back to the left hip. I'm going to frame my hands around my left leg. I'm just going to use that inhale and rotate that left knee up only as much as you can. You don't want to feel too much pain. You just want to feel that rotation you're creating, and then use the exhale to roll down. Draw upon your inhale, rotate the left knee up towards the sky. There you go, beautiful. And then exhale, slow, come back down. Got 3 more of these. And inhale, rotate up. Exhale, rotate down. 2 more, inhale. And then exhale. Got one last one here. Go ahead and inhale, rotate and spin up. And then exhale, gently let the left knee just place down. And gonna slowly bring that left hand forward, bring the right hand to frame the right foot. And now we're gonna very gently let the elbows, let the hands go a little wider. Take your time, so you can start to roll the chest gently down towards that right foot. And then use your inhale, gently start to round up. And you're going to explore your body a little deeper on this one. Go ahead and just hinge from your hips, fold forward. So from what I remember when we did this back in our classes in the studios or in our gyms, is that some people kind of held their body here because it's as deep as they can go. And that's perfectly okay. Now, if you know that you can want to go deeper into that outer hip space, you can always start to lower down to the forearms around that right foot. If you're comfortable with extension of your arms, you can go ahead and just start to glide your hands towards that top right corner of your mat. If you want to go deeper than that, you're going to start to walk your hands towards the top of your mat. Continue to hinge from your hips, letting your chest kind of face between that open space between your left thigh and your right foot. And just go ahead and round your back, close your eyes. Deep, calm breath. We have 2 more breaths here. Okay, let's go ahead and just start to guide your hands back in towards your body. Let the hands rest towards the wall. Go ahead and just start to pivot and adjust your hips. Let the knees come back towards the center and just take about any movement that feels good. It could be windshield wiping your knees, it could be just stretching the legs out and kind of moving them side to side, whatever feels good for release. And we're going to start coming into our restorative postures now. So if you're like me, my outer hips are on fire from just doing what we just did. My shoulders were on fire, and it's really time to just restore, relax. Please don't fall asleep on me. We're going to start to take it into the wall. So you remember maybe from our last restorative class, we are going to bring our legs up against the wall. Um, if you have your pillow or if you have your pillow with you, this might be a really good time to use it the way that you like. If you like it to be a nice pillow for your head while you're reclined down, it's everything we're going to be doing is super gentle. So you're not going to really use your upper body at that point. You're going to just let gravity do all the work, let the wall support you. So what I like to do is I actually like to bring my pillow as my kind of cushion for my head. And then I'm going to start to just very gently start to scooch my butt against the wall. And I'm going to start to glide my feet up against the wall here. And then I might start to adjust my pillow underneath my head. So I feel nice and supported. And at this point, we're going to start to take it into a hip opener just to kind of open up our hips. So we're going to start to walk your feet a little wider than your knee space. Let the toes roll out at that 45-degree angle, letting your knees bend. And you can, without doing too much yet, you should kind of feel that external rotation happening into your hips. Now for about the first minute that we're here, we're going to keep it pretty passive, just like this. You're going to let gravity and time start to open up the hips. So you can rest your palms on your belly. You can also just relax your arms out to the side. Let's go ahead and close your eyes. Come back to your breath. A deep breath in. A deep breath out. Allow your breath to calm down the thoughts of your mind. Allow your body to surrender to the weight of gravity and the wall supporting your body. This time, your hips are slightly open. The weight of gravity starting to sink into those inner hips. Let's start to add in a gentle body weight to deepen into those hips. So we're going to start to bring your arms inside of your legs. Very passively, just letting the weight of your forearms keep your knees rotated out. And just hold it here. Continue to deepen your breath. Move that breath down to your belly. So restorative posture provides this time to release the mind and bring our awareness inwards. At the same time, it gives us the space to use props like the wall, pillows, or blocks to deeply support your body in a gentle opening by lending to gravity, passive stretches to release your body breath by breath. Hi. Just bring your hands on your knees and start to slowly close your knees together, allowing the soles of your feet to press into the wall. Start to guide your feet a little closer to your buttocks. You can gently hug your knees into your chest. And take a few breaths into the belly to massage into your internal organs. Continue to hug your knees into your chest so you're rounding into the lower back. And just start to rock your knees and your back side to side. Continue to take that motion of rocking. Just now spread your arms wide, let the palms face down onto the mat. When you're ready, wind to very gently. Start to guide both your knees over to the left side of your mat, coming into a supine twist. You can tuck your chin over to the right shoulder. We're just going to close your eyes here. Now listen to your breath. Listen to the sounds of your inhale, the sounds of your exhale. And very gently start to walk your feet. Bring your knees back towards the center of your chest. Once again, just start to rock your lower back and your hips. Once that feels good, you can start to guide your knees over to the right side of your mat, allowing your knees to continue to stay bent. We're going to tuck that chin over towards the left shoulder. Just close your eyes. Deepen that breath down to your belly. So gently massage into our digestive system and the supine twist. Start to bring your mind's awareness to one positive thing that happened in your day. Begin to give credit to that positive thought, a possible positive event that gave you a glimpse of light just for today. And remember that element of joy or hope that this positive thought or event brought into your mind. Allow every breath you take in to settle in a little piece of that joy in your heart, a little piece of hope and faith, or radiating light. Just let it flood into the gateways of your breath in. And we're going to guide those knees back towards the center. Taking your time here, let's start to rock your knees and hips and lower back, just side to side. Starting to ground the soles of your feet against the wall here. Just take a moment here, just lifting your head. If you can remove the pillow out to the side, we're going to use it for your low back. And just allow the back of your head just to rest gently on the mat. You're going to start to guide your feet just ever so slightly up against the wall. Starting to feel that low back just very gently start to lift off the mat just enough so they can lift your hip space, so they can bring that bolster or pillow underneath your hips. And then very gently go ahead and recline down, letting the low back and the buttocks start to rest onto your pillows or your bolster, creating a very slight lift into your low back. And then very gently from here, I'm going to have you just curl both knees up towards the chest. Start to feel the low back slightly round up. You're going to use your hands to open your knees out to the left and right, creating space for that belly. And just let the arms kind of rest out to the side here. Let the soles of your feet just flex up towards the ceiling. Let the knees bend. And just take a very passive posture as we lead into a happy baby later in this class. Just take a moment here. Arms rested out to the side, knees bent, lower back lifted and supported by your bolster or pillow. Just breathe. Coming back to your breath. Every posture that we're coming in here, we're holding for variations of 3 minutes, upwards of 5. So as we move in towards a happy baby, if you know that your body is comfortably rested here, I encourage you just to stay in a nice supportive manner here. If you're looking for a gentle opening a little deeper and compression to your hip space, you can let your hands kind of grip towards the sides of your calves, kind of gently letting the elbows bend so you can feel your knees guided closer down towards the mat, to the left and right of you. If you like to move into that full happy baby, you can go ahead and just grab onto the sides of your feet. Some of us can even use our index finger or middle finger and just grip into our big toe. And just close your eyes again. Without placing too much weight or activation in your elbows to draw your knees and your feet closer towards the mat. Focus your mind on doing less. Surrender your body to the time we have here on this mat. Surrender your body to the support of the bolster beneath you. The natural weight of gravity sinking into your hips. Hi. You can very gently just bring your knees together. Very, very slowly, letting the feet come back against the wall. Starting to adjust your feet stance at hip width. I want you to bring your hands and use your hands to hold on to your buttocks. Start to walk your hands very gently up towards the low back to start to lift your hips off your bolster pillow, just ever so slightly coming into that bridge pose against the wall. Use your hands to continue to support the hip space and the glutes up away from your bolster pillow. And then very slowly, one vertebrae at a time, start to roll your upper body back down onto your pillow. We're going to do that 2 more times as a restorative movement here. Really start to press into your heels, feet at hip width. Use your palms and the heels of your hands to very gently pick up your hips. Start to guide the hands and walk them up towards the low back. Continue to lift your hips away from the floor, feeling your chest tuck in towards your chin. And then very slightly just start to roll down. Continue to use your hands as a point of access and support here. And then gently just rest your hips down onto the bolster. And from here, you're just gonna once again, just roll the hips just enough. I want you to set that bolster completely out to your side, letting your buttocks and your lower back once again meet down towards the mat. And then you're going to bring the soles of your feet together. Let the knees roll out to the side towards the wall, coming into that bound angle against the wall here. And we're going to go passive once again. I want you to bring your hands onto your belly or just spread the arms wide. And just go ahead and let the knees roll out to the left and right. Find the depth of the body of your breath. Like to gently stretch out your neck. You can always tuck your head towards the right side for a couple deep breaths. If you turn your head to the right, let's go ahead and just turn your head over to the left to balance out your neck space. And just bring your head back to the center. At this time, you can stay here. If you'd like to add a gentle and passive opening with the weight of your hands, you're just going to let your hands come onto the inner knees and just very gently, ever so slightly, let your hands help guide your knees closer towards the wall, creating that external rotation into your hips. Let's breathe into your belly. Mm. What are the healing benefits of the restorative practice? Is in the time allocated to quiet your mind, to focus on our breath, the deep calm that allows us to rebalance our nervous system, our immune system. Okay. Let's bring those knees together. I'm going to stretch your arms over your head. And very gently, just go ahead and just stretch your legs up against the wall. You're going to allow your toes to roll out, your legs spaced at hip width, or even wider, depending on what you like to do tonight. We're just going to close your eyes. Begin to reverse the blood flow to improve the circulation into your body. Begin to ease your breath. Take your breath in through your nose. When you exhale, softly part your lips and open your mouth. Take your breath in through your nose. And as you exhale, softly open your mouth. Take a mental note here of which side your bolster or your pillow is located at. Now bring your awareness to your favorite side. And I want you to bring that pillow or bolster over to your favorite side. We're going to gently bend your knees, letting the soles of your feet touch the wall. And when you're ready, move your hips to the opposite side of your pillow or bolster. This way you can bend your knees towards your favorite side. And just start to cradle the pillow between your legs, between your arms, and let's come into that fetal position. Okay. Continue to relax your body and deeply calm your mind. So when you're ready, take your time. Try to roll your body up and then to that comfortable seated position, leaning your upper back against the wall, resting your hands on your knees. Such a grounding moment as we root our tailbone down to Mother Earth, as we connect to our back space against this wall. Try to gently bring your awareness to the back of your body again. And bring your awareness to the front side of your body. Bring the left palm to rest the center of your heart. Protect your heart tonight and bring the right palm on top of your left hand. Drop your chin down to your chest. And in this moment of silence, if there are any words of comfort, positive thoughts, or nourishing love you need to tell yourself, take a moment. Let's bring our hands into prayer. May you find moments just like this where you can speak to your heart and let it be known that you need to be a little bit more compassionate or patient or loving to your own self. Thank you for joining me tonight. The inner light within me honors the inner light that lives within each and one of you. Let's lift our head and open our eyes. Namaste. I hope you guys enjoy the class today. Um, Restorative postures are really, really great to do before bed. So legs up on the wall is actually one of the best postures you could do at the end of the day to promote sleep. So I am going to crawl myself up to my laptop and unmute everybody. If you have anything you want to say, chit chat a little bit, or questions, I'll be on for it.